ABNG. More like ABNG. ABN. Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. Hey, hey, hey. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. It's the beginning of a new week, but it's also the beginning of a new month. Yes. Happy new month, my people. Happy new month. I'm sure you guys rested well yesterday. Of course. Now, I have fresh oven hot gist for you. From a follow-up of the Sudan case to the Otedola and Elumelu story. Come on, DJs. Let's get this party started. Otedola with the money, you. Tony with the shares. I know I've been singing a lot lately, I beg. But you see, look. Would you sing if your uncles were Femi Otedola and Tony Elumelu? Yes, I said it. Ask them, they'll confirm it. I just love my uncles. So, ABNGs, that's how Uncle Otedola bought shares in Uncle Tony's company. That's Transcorp Group. Now, how many of you know about the Transcorp Hilton Hotel? But that's just the hospitality part of Transcorp pool. They have tentacles in power, oil and gas. Like, guys, they are big. Now, Tony Elumelu is the chairman. The chairman that MI sang about. Yeah. So, in layman's terms, Otedola bought shares in his Transcorp conglomerate a while back. I hear he was just buying shares back to back and has been angling for a hostile takeover because he was already making demands for board seats. He want to take over our Transcorp company eventually. Now, the reason is that Uncle Otedola has a power company named Geregu Powers. Now, that Geregu Powers, they own a power plant that has so kVA, much less than the power plant capacity of the Elumelu Foundation. But Otedola's power plant is valued more. So in his mind, he's like, what's Tony Elumelu sitting on this power plant for? He's not using it to his full capacity. He's not using it to do anything. He just the sit on top of him. He's not, maximizing the potential. You know what? I'm going to take it over. I'm going to make more money with it. I'm going to expand it. Uncle Tony was like, lie. I see what you are doing. Nice one. Two can play that game. Uncle Tony now went to buy more shares. Sharp. But the truth was that he sort of needed Otedola's shares back to have a stronger grip on Transcorp Group. That if anybody let them go and buy anything again, they cannot reach him. You understand now? And that's where the Wahala now built house. Uncle Otedola was like, look, you want my share? Come and take it. Let me see you. Long truths. Elumelu was like, come off it now. Are we not friends again? Otedola was like, Frankie, you there? Don't vex me, I beg. This Tuesday morning. Guys, I couldn't say much. I was just watching what was happening. After all, I'm just a lowly nephew. So for real, there has been tension for a while between my two uncles until their friends intervened. I hear that one of the persons that intervened is the original Mr. Money, not Ashake. So it was actually Aliko Dangote, who happens to be a friend to the business tycoons that intervened. Tell me about having loaded friends. I'm loaded. Hey, I'm loaded. Hey. Now, after the intervention, Otedola just agreed to sell his shares like that. Well, just like that is subjective because Uncle Tony paid a premium of 400% on Uncle Otedola's share. Every share. This means that Uncle O, as we fondly call him in the family, who had a 6.3% shares for over 2.6 billion naira, was paid 12.5 per share. Oh, ABNG. Students, this means that Uncle O has agreed to accept 32.5 billion naira. Where will they see this money, I beg? Please talk to me. I'm a good listener. I will hear you out. Anyways, everybody's happy. So people believe that there is some sort of insider trade going on here. Be like say some coded illegalities, wuru they happened, and this thing was just used to cover up. My take on it is that Mbok, if you can prove it, let me know. Okay. Any which ways, I'll let you in on any new developments based on who I be. You understand? The lesson from this gist that you should just take home with you is that a friend to my uncles is a friend to the family, and that is a friend of mine. Uncle Aliko Dangote, sir, Whether you like it or not, you are the friend of mine. Bless. Now, let's talk about South Africans in Sudan before we talk about our own people. Clayson Monyela, who is a South African head of public diplomacy, has already tweeted that, look, every South African has been evacuated from Sudan. They were gotten. In fact, the first tranche of, people who have worked in the embassies and all of those things have been transported to SA safely, or to safety safely. All citizens were put in bus, conveyed and carried to Egypt. Egypt did not stop them at the border. South Africa bought each and every one their tickets. They've been flown to safety. We can now confirm that all SA nationals that they know, that the government knows of, are out of Sudan. All. We're happy for you, my South Africans. We are glad that your people are home and safe in this trying time. We love you. Now, I hope that Sister Dabiri saw this tweet and is fired up with a sense of urgency in her. Something has to be done fast, because first, the 40 buses that they claim that they have paid for to move Nigerians 20 per day, we saw our people complaining that it was only 10 buses that left on the first day. On the second day, which was the last day of the ceasefire, they were waiting for bus to come and pick them up. It's the nonchalance for me, the nonchalance. Now, a video that surfaced shows that most of the people left behind the first day were the Igbos. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Wutazi ai wabu ndi Igbo mgbe ai bale moto nke puwala nwanne nya aka ai litisie ihe ni na bago politics keta now ai na ayo ndi ba ai biko ndi nwere ikinyelu nwa ya aka nwanne ai woke bupute APC bupute plane eji we bulu ndi mmadu na from Egypt ono kwa ne filo na ihe niile na aga mana achọ nka famalu na ibe aga akwa na akwa aga ofuma. The poor Igbo ka ahụtara anyị kwa na-akpa anyị ebe a n'ebe ahụtara anyị ebe anụ aka na news a na-aga na-ebunaga anyị anyị anabekwe.
After watching this video, can you people remember the time that the last video we posted that I talked about how it made sense why they were dividing people into state of origins to enter bus? The Abiri put it on the tweet that they are now segmenting them due to state of origin. I was like, help me make it make sense. Why? Well, she said it's for easy conveying of the students, because if they mix students that are from Imo State with students that are from Kano, that is going to make the bus slow. The bus may grow fat or the tire may burst. Yeah. So for ease of conveyance, let them just put them in different states and then put them in their buses accordingly. It's now that things are now adding up. I really don't want to believe that this is 100% true. I choose not to believe that an Igbo man use his private airlines wants to convey people straight back from Sudan free of charge. Meanwhile, na Igbo people wait una say you go live there first. I don't want to believe it. So, why are these? I heard initially that those who made it to the Egyptian border safe, the ones that left first and got to the Egyptian border, I even heard that in the Egypt is not safe. The Egypt that they are going to, people are still fighting, but it's safer than Sudan. They said that officials were trying to exploit them and still demand $50 from them at the border, that they stopped Nigerian citizens from entering the country.
They allowed 2 officials only to cross over, but they refused to allow, well, not just the Nigerians, there are about 7,000 nationals, people from various countries waiting there, but they refused to allow them to cross. They said they needed to have some clearance, some visas and all that. So unfortunately, those students have been in a bus for 3 days. The condition is actually very traumatic.
Haba now, haba. Apart from the fact that we know that our green passport, they vex una. When officials see it for airport, it vex them or border. But come on now, in a situation like this. Oh, well, thankfully, good news, government intervened, conveyed more students and more people to the border of Egypt. And you know, Nigeria at this point has engaged the use of our president to talk to the officials of the Egyptian country, and they have allowed safe passage. That is good news, Abi. At least Buhari did something. Then I also even heard that there is even Air Force plane already on the ground in Aswan, Egypt. The processing of the first set of evacuees has begun, and this is good news. I'm happy that the president is doing something nice. Dear Africa, my dear Nigeria, I need you to remember this. We are one. If your brother who is in danger is at your door knocking late at night, will you say get out because you did not collect a state gate pass? Come on now, let us practice love that we are preaching. I beg. Now I'm not thinking, is it because the president allowed them to use our Air Force plane, Nigerian plane, to go and pick up students and people that are leaving Sudan, that they only allowed northerners to leave first? I don't understand. On that note, please share this video to everybody in Africa and in the diaspora. I mean, even if it's one person you know that is abroad, send them this video. Or even if they're in Nigeria, we are all one. Just share this video, share it with somebody, you understand? And in fact, just give this video a thumbs up. And I'd like to see your comments. And hopefully, one day, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, you know, all of them, they will be in my comment section. All right? Don't forget to subscribe yourself too if you haven't subscribed. All right. ABNGs, gather around. I want you to help me analyze this thing. The central bank extended the validity of old Naira notes till December 31st so that we can completely submit our old monies and get the new ones. Abi, I don't understand. Was that not the reason they said? Is it just me, or are we not saying that the new notes no dey circulate? Now still the old notes. It's everywhere. Like, the bank should be churning out new notes while they receive the old ones, as we are doing it now, small. As we give them old notes, they are dispensing more new notes. So that by December 31st, if we're going to actually really truly change the notes, the pressure will not be much. The way things are going, let's just hope that come December 31st, we'll be smiling. Thanks. Remember that man during the Adawawa election that I told you people that he just stood up during the middle of the result collation? The man with white beard, yeah, just stood up and talk. Uncle Yunusa, the INEC rec that got up to speak. Remember now, that announced the winner of the election, mentioned the name of the woman that won the election in Adamawa, that he selected.
APC support the highest vote. No.
Yeah, he has been invited by the Interpol. He has been sent a letter of invitation, and I'm sure they are like, Uncle, please come and show this trick. How did you do this thing? Explain the law you used. You understand? Make it make sense. Thank you. This irresponsible movie that you have acted for us, let's see who the director was. Well, the International Criminal Police Organization has summoned Mr. Yunusa Arihudu, the resident electoral commissioner for Adamawa State. Now, my own issue is that apparently he has been suspended by INEC, and the Interpol sent him this letter dated on the 27th of 2023 April, instructing him to come. But the letter does not have dates that he should come. Is it that they are telling him to come anytime he like, or they just want to use the letter to satisfy us? Anyways, ABNG, maybe the idea is that when he reads the letter, he will just say, they didn't put dates. That means I'm meant to appear now. Then he will just do like this. He will just appear in the office. Bam. Yeah, maybe that's what he wants. Maybe that's what they think. Please, tell me what you think about it in the comment section. I want to take out time to say, residents of Ajao Estate, Lagos, Nigeria, my heart is with you. I cannot imagine that you must be feeling downright low right now if your house has been demolished.
Everywhere. They are demolishing everywhere. The whole building, the whole house, they are demolishing. Rossville at Ajao Estate. Rossville at Ajao Estate. They are demolishing everywhere. Rossville Street at Ajao Estate. See them when they came with two caterpillars. See them demolition everywhere. I could not bring out anything from my house. I could not bring anything out.
I pray for restoration for you. So, on Labor Day, houses in Ajao Estate were demolished. I'm talking about like a whole street. People were saying that it is because of the area is predominantly occupied by Igbos, and APC lost in that area during the gubernatorial election. Others are saying that the houses were built on a pipeline, and to avoid disaster in the future, they had to be demarcated, citing that the occupants of these houses had received eviction notice since 2016.
Section 47 of the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning and Development Law 2019, as amended, empowers Lagos State Building Control Agency (LAPCA) to tackle illegal physical development by identifying and removing illegal structures across the state. In line with this mandate, the agency recently marked 12 illegal buildings for demolition at IK Peter Street, Ajao Estate, in Oshodi, Solo local government area of the state. A visit to this area under Oshodi Solo revealed that not only are the structures constructed without approvals, the buildings are also within close proximity with pipeline, while others are sitting directly on the pipeline, which is a disaster waiting to happen.
Whatever the reason is, I'm just like, these guys had a house 1 minute, the next they don't have a house. Honestly, I pray for you all, and please let's join hands to pray for them. Everyone, please, 1 minute, 30 seconds, pray for them, that God comes through for them. And I just hope that the government does not leave it at, you people should please go and find your life. Please compensate them in some way cushion the effect or the loss, okay? Because you people allowed them to build it there in the first place. Thank you. Anyways, in conclusion, you guys should watch this video, how this couple met. I watched this video and I was just like, oh my God, these guys were meant to be together. Love is a beautiful thing. Watch the video.
Are you two a couple?
We are.
Would you mind telling us the quick story of how you first met?
I was moving to Toronto. I got behind her in line at the airport. I was late for my plane and asked to butt in front of her in line, and she wouldn't let me because we were on the same flight. We didn't sit together. We got to Toronto, I ran into her again, got her number, wrote her in the back of my ticket stub, promised I would call her. I lost her ticket stub, but ran into her 2 days later at a restaurant and promised I would call her the next day. Didn't realize I had lost her number until I got back to my hotel. A week later, I was in another city in an airport, and lo and behold, I ran into her again.
Oh my God.
And so we were on different flights, but she offered to give me a lift to my hotel. We ended up going for coffee, and the scene ends in a cafe on a corner with the waiter sweeping up the floors and us still talking. And 22 years later, we're still married.
First and foremost, that lady, she will be a stubborn woman. She go stop and say, and that man, oh my God, he can forget to wear clothes to work. Did you see how he kept forgetting where he kept her number? Hey, oh my God, he was just misplacing it. You will not misplace your destiny pass and your life partner in Jesus' name. I'm sure that his angel was just like, I see what you are trying to do, sir, but the God's power, it pass your own power. I see you, but you must marry this woman. This woman, they've given her prophecy. Since this is it. Anyways, this is our last bus stop. It was such a beautiful story and I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, ABNG. Please subscribe to the Akah Bants channel if you haven't. Share this video so your friends can stay informed. Like this video so YouTube will show more people so that we can get more numbers. You understand? And then more people can join the Akah Bants community. Now, there is a room for more. I love you. Have an amazing time. Till Friday now, when I grace your screen with more Akah Bants goodness. Bye. Au revoir.